You know exactly the type of document I'm talking about, right? Those scanned housing contracts, dense research papers filled with weirdly formatted tables, or those messy graphics where the text isn't even selectable. Well, unreadable, complex documents like that are the massive bottleneck completely blocking you from building a reliable, custom AI knowledge base.
But in today's explainer, we're going to crack those complex PDFs wide open. We'll be converting them into perfectly clean, AI-ready text using local open-source tools. The best part? It's completely free, and you won't sacrifice a single drop of your personal or client privacy to get it done.
We've got a really clear roadmap for this. First, we'll quickly define the core PDF problem. Then, we'll meet our open-source champion, dive deep into local privacy, actually build the app step by step, and finish up with a hardware reality check. So let's jump right in.
Okay, starting off with the core issue. Why exactly are standard PDFs such an absolute nightmare for modern AI agents?
Well, the crucial point here is that AI systems desperately need a format called Markdown. Think of a raw PDF like a hoarder's garage. If you just throw that chaotic mess at an AI, it's going to cause hallucinations and total confusion. Markdown, on the other hand, organizes that garage into clearly labeled shelves. It perfectly preserves the structure of your document. Modern AI agents and knowledge bases, like those LLM wikis popularized by researchers like Andrew Karpathy, they basically rely entirely on these Markdown files for their memory. You feed it clean Markdown, and suddenly, boom, it completely understands the exact layout, the tables, and the relationships within your text.
So, knowing we need Markdown, who's actually going to do the heavy lifting for us? Let's survey the OCR landscape. There are honestly quite a few incredible options out there right now. We've got Paddle OCR 3, which is an immensely popular open-source model rocking over 76,000 GitHub stars. Then there's DeepSeek OCR 2, known for a visual reading flow that actually mimics the human eye, and Jot OCR, which is another really strong open-source contender. Now, you might be thinking, what about Mistral OCR? And yeah, while Mistral currently dominates in sheer power and benchmark scores, it's a paid, closed service. If you want true, completely off-the-grid privacy, that forces us to look for a specialized open-source hero.
Enter our champion, GLM-OCR. This thing is an absolute beast. It recently hit a staggering state-of-the-art score of 94.62 on the OmniDoc Bench version 1.5. Why should you care about that number? Because it means it's heavily beating out heavyweights like Paddle and DeepSeek when it comes to genuinely understanding complex document structures and reliably converting them into pristine Markdown.
And here's what's genuinely amazing about it. It's sheer efficiency. Despite being a highly capable multimodal model that's racked up over 8 million Hugging Face downloads in just the last month, the GLM-OCR download is incredibly lightweight. We're talking a mere 2.2 gigabytes. You can seamlessly pull it right down to your local machine in minutes.
Which brings us to the absolute deal breaker, especially if you are a lawyer, an accountant, or a business owner handling highly sensitive data. Local security and privacy.
Let's be real, the contrast here is incredibly stark. Relying on cloud AI APIs is a massive security risk. You're taking sensitive client contracts, financial statements, and private records and just uploading them to unknown external servers. But running GLM-OCR locally via Llama, that gives you 100% privacy. Zero documents ever leave your personal machine. No black box privacy risks, no unexpected subscription fees, just total peace of mind for you and your clients.
All right, let's roll up our sleeves. Now we're going to build this local conversion tool step by step.
And the best part of this whole process? You literally don't even need to be a programmer. You just download a Llama, pull the GLM-OCR model using your terminal, and then just copy and paste the deployment docs straight into a coding agent like Codex or OpenCode. You tell the agent what you want, and it does all the heavy lifting, building your entire app from scratch. What you end up with is this brilliantly clean drag-and-drop interface. You've got your messy original document sitting right on the left, and pristine, perfectly formatted Markdown instantly generating on the right. Drop in an unselectable housing contract, and immediately you have the structured text completely ready for your AI. You can run a quick single screenshot or dynamically batch process a massive document with just a click.
And if you're wondering about performance, this system is amazingly robust under pressure. We ran a stress test where it easily digested the dense 58-page DeepSeek v4 research paper. It accurately pulled out every single complex mathematical table, all the specific formatting, and the dense text without a single hitch. It absolutely proves that it's ready for serious heavy-duty workloads.
But, of course, every magic weapon has a cost, right? So let's do a quick reality check on the hardware investment required to actually pull this off.
While the model itself is tiny, the actual OCR extraction process is computationally aggressive. If you're processing on a standard 12GB graphics card, expect it to consume a massive 10 GB of VRAM in heavy spikes during that extraction phase.
So, the most critical takeaway for you today is your hardware setup. If you want to build a truly private knowledge base, you really need a dedicated GPU with 12 to 16 GB of VRAM minimum. Alternatively, Macs or those exciting new mini PCs with unified memory architectures are absolutely fantastic for handling these local AI workloads, since they can dynamically leverage their memory pool for all this heavy lifting.
We have officially demystified how to conquer those messy PDFs locally and entirely off the grid. You now have the exact blueprint to perfectly format your chaotic data while keeping it fiercely protected. Which leaves us with one final thought to kickstart your next big project. Now that you actually have the tools to guarantee total privacy, what will your custom AI knowledge base look like?